5 o'clock, Habitat for Humanity of Greenville celebrating 11 years of support from the community, and they did that by raising some walls. The walls of 2 new Habitat homes went up today. The families who will eventually call these places home will join 408 other families who've been a part of Habitat's home ownership program. Habitat for Humanity leaders say the dedications are a significant milestone in these families' journeys and a strong show of support for our community.
It's a great statement by the leaders, CEO, business leaders of our community that affordable housing, affordable home ownership is critical to the overall success of our community.
And both families have already completed 25 hours of Habitat's financial education classes. They spent 200 hours building their homes and the homes of other Habitat homeowners, which Habitat says further helps set them up for success.